Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News. I have the pleasure to be joined by the WBA Bantamweight World Champion, Nina Hughes. Nina, how was that after a good 10 rounds of sparring there, mate?
Yeah, just finished 10 rounds of sparring. Yeah, well into camp now, so getting ready, looking forward to that date.
Definitely, mate. We'll jump straight into it. May 12th. I mean, you're fighting Cherneka Johnson. Really good fighter as well. But camp's going well heading into that fight in Australia.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Obviously, it's been a long time out the ring now, so itching to get back in there. And I've just been chasing the big fights, and this is a big fight on a big show. And yeah, I can't wait now.
Definitely. Has that period, obviously, I think your last fight was against Katie Healy on the Sonny Edwards Kambosos undercard. I mean, long time out. Has it been a bit of a frustrating period, do you think?
Yeah, it's been really frustrating because obviously since the Katie Healy fight, I've been like half in camp training, hoping for some fight dates that have never materialised. Obviously, was with waiting for the Shannon Courtney fight. That never happened. She kept turning the fights down. Ebanie Bridges didn't want to know. And I was just sort of put on hold, hoping them fights would happen. And yeah, they didn't happen. So yeah, we moved on.
No, definitely, mate. And fair play to you. You want to go into it. And you going into a big fight. I was just saying to you off camera, of all the fighters around Bantam and Super Bantam who aren't champions, Cherneka Johnson is probably the best out of all of them. Kind of, what do you know of Cherneka Johnson going into this fight?
Well, obviously, she was a former world champion. Ironically, we last both fought on the same show. We're sitting next to each other on the press conference, having a little chat. Probably neither of us actually thinking we'd ever box each other. But yeah, it's business. She's a great boxer. It's a great fight. It's a big fight, and they're the fights that I want to be in.
Definitely, mate, and one you're obviously confident in winning as well.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure as well. And obviously we do need to touch on it. It's a world title. It was supposed to be a world title triple header, but obviously I think Quadras is injured, so it's world title double header, but headlined by, I mean, arguably one of the greatest fighters of this generation, Vasily Lomachenko, fighting George Kambosos. I mean, buzzing to be on his undercard as well, mate. Yeah,
Lomachenko's a legend, so yeah, it's a brilliant card to be on. Buzzing, and trip to Australia as well. It's a great fight between them.
It definitely is. And I mean, I'm looking forward to this one, even if it will be on a stupid o'clock this time. We're all going to be supporting you, Nina, as well. In the in-between time of you kind of waiting fights, you did change over promotional teams. I do want to touch on that. Just the one fight at Matchroom, but signed with Lou DiBella and DiBella Entertainment. I mean, why was that the right move for your career moving forward?
Well, just basically because I've been inactive for so long. Obviously, Matchroom wanted the Ebanie Bridges or Shannon Courtney fights. They couldn't materialise, and there wasn't any other fights that they wanted. So, yeah, Lou DiBella, he's got a lot of the bantamweights. He obviously had Cherneka, he's got the IBO champion, Yoshida, I think he's got, and Yoshida's the IBF mandatory as well. So it's a good mix, and it just made sense.
Definitely, I mean, all going your way against Cherneka Johnson as well. Definitely to lock in kind of a Unification. Obviously, it's kind of a brighter future with DiBella having those names at bantamweight as well. Yeah,
100%. I just want to be in the big fights, and yeah, I want to be active. I want to be busy. Finish my career being as busy as possible. So, yeah, it has been frustrating sitting waiting for fights that couldn't materialise. So, yeah, hopefully now this will be a busy year.
Definitely as well. I do want to touch on something that's kind of going off on Twitter recently as well. You and yourself and Ebanie Bridges been going back and forth recently. I mean, how has this come about? Obviously, Ebanie's now lost her world title. You were both signed to Matchroom as well, but kind of how did this all come about, mate?
I don't know really. To be fair, like obviously it all started off with a bit of banter because I was trying to get the fight when she had the world title, but obviously she took it to heart. But since she lost the world title, she's completely irrelevant to my career now. Like she's completely irrelevant, but. She started piping up when I said I changed managers. Then she's piping up telling Cherneka to smash me up. And now she's calling out porn star YouTubers. It's just ridiculous. So, yeah, it is what it is. But, yeah.
Definitely. Do you think, obviously, as you said, she's relevant to your career. Obviously, I feel like she might need to get a world title to get the fight with you next. But would you ever see that fight kind of happening a bit down the line?
No, that fight's never going to happen. Just because I know that she'll never take the fight. Like, everyone around us always said that she will never. People have told me she will never take that fight. She hasn't got a world title now. She still don't want to fight. She'd rather fight porn stars instead.
Fair enough. Well, less said about that, the better, mate. As well, you've just mentioned it there. Obviously, I never know why leaving a management team is a point to kind of wind up a fighter about. But you have teamed up with Leon Sudbury now.
Yeah.
Not many people know about Leon Sudbury in the game. He's fresh. He's up and coming in the scene as well. But kind of, why was teaming up with Leon kind of the right thing to do? Again, like signing with Lou DiBella, the right thing for your career moving forward.
Yeah, he's been a massive help. We knew each other anyway. It was close from down the gym. My career had gone stale. Been at the ring for so long. Signed with Leon. He's got me a deal straight away with Lou DiBella. Great deal, great fight. And he's moving my career forward in the right way.
He definitely is, and I feel like he's signing a new fighter every single day. So shout out to Leon as well. I do want to touch on another bantamweight who's on the rise. I mean, Dina Thorslund. I think it's annoying because I feel like she's one of the most active bantamweights in the thing. Obviously, you're going to pick up the activity on May 12th as well, mate. But kind of definitely all going your way. A shot against Dina Thorslund and a unification is one that you'd like to take as well.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, I can't look past my next fight because one fight can change everything. But the dream was always to unify, get the IBF title, and then fight Dina for unification, undisputed, because she's got the 2 titles already. I always wanted to aim for that IBF belt. But my sole purpose at the moment is fighting Cherneka. I can't take my eyes off the ball there. No,
definitely. I know we've touched on it, but I feel like the bantamweight, super bantamweight division in the female card, I think we've touched on it before. It's one of the most exciting divisions in boxing, obviously, especially in Britain as well. You got yourself, you got Ellie Scottney as well. I mean, how exciting is it to be involved in that mix, mate? It must be nice.
Yeah, it's great. I want the big fights. I want the exciting fights. I want to be remembered for being in the tear-ups and in the big fights that everyone wants to see. So hopefully that can happen now.
Definitely, mate, as well. I mean, Nina, that was my final question. Have you got any final words for the fans? I don't know if you've got many travelling over to Australia, mate, but obviously waiting to watch you on May the 12th as well.
Just, thanks everyone for supporting me. It's going to be on Sky Sports about 3 o'clock in the morning, I think. Luckily, I've got a few people that live in Perth that I know, so I have a few supporters, not so many travelling over.
Well, I will be watching at stupid o'clock in the morning. But no, Nina Hughes, thank you very much, and best of luck May 12th, mate.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers.